podcast
We
has left the good
left.
message. Or yay! Yay! We're done.
Good old
It
times.
was
I'll
great.
never forget that.
Now I was pregnant.
Obviously, I was gonna pick winery. Uh, Oh, different person. I'm so more
Yeah,
independent. I felt like I was
yeah.
in the heavens. Like, and I got
And
engaged. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to episode 3 of Very Much the Norm.
hey, you
Ah!
guys.
It's actually crazy because it's been, as everyone knows, it's been 2 years,
Yeah,
and it's just crazy how much our lives have changed.
yeah, definitely. I think I think it's a long time coming. I feel like me and you have been talking about doing this again and again, like for the past 2 years. And we're like, we
Yeah.
should do it. We should do it. And then life kind of like has been happening. And finally, I think we committed and we're like, you know what? We should do it and we're gonna do it. And it's
Yeah.
like that saying where they say like the vacation leaves the group message. Like the podcast
We
has left the group
left.
message or just
Like
our
we
messages. Yeah.
And in fact, I'm across the country. Like we
Yeah.
left completely
Yeah.
and we're still here and we're filming for you guys because I was literally talking to my mom today and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like my friends are like looking forward to watching." And it's just
I
like crazy. I
know.
know it's just like our people we know. It's probably
Yeah,
no
that's
people,
excite that are
but
excited. Yeah.
that are excited just like we are because this is fun for us and it's just
Yeah.
an outlet for us to just talk to you guys, talk to each other. Like, yes, me and Casey talk to each other every single day,
Yeah.
but to have like a somewhat platform to do it on and just like have a escape and just like talk through like our lives, our challenges, our good, our bad, and all the things. We're
Yeah.
just super stoked.
Yeah. We're really
Eek.
excited about that. I'm excited. No, it'll
So
be
as you can see, like I said,
woo. Yeah.
I'm in my house.
Yeah.
And you're probably like, where did you guys left off? Like, what do you mean, Chelsey, you're in a house, your own
Yeah.
house? Like, excuse me? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know.
It's insane.
And it's insane. So, Casey, I'm gonna ask you first, like,
Okay.
where did we end off with you and where are you now and what has changed? Give us like kind of the
Yeah.
rundown.
So I guess the last podcast we had, I was a couple weeks away from getting married. I'm a married
Crazy.
woman. Yay. Yeah, so I got married. That happened. It was great. It was wonderful. Um, Then a year after our wedding, I found out I was pregnant. So I've
Ah,
gone through a full year of marriage. Then I get pregnant. Now I have my baby girl. Her name is Charlie Lynn. And
Charlie.
Charlie, she's great. She's 9 months now. So I've now celebrated 2 years of marriage. Got pregnant, had a baby, have a 9 month old, and yeah,
She
I
also has a puppy. She got a
I got a
puppy, and it was my
puppy.
fault. My
Yes.
fault completely.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Um,
My life has done has
it was when you were like 8 months pregnant. No?
yeah, it was like 7, 8 months pregnant. Yeah, and I
Crazy.
just crazy. Yeah, so life has just been fast, 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 fast pace, and yeah, 2 years has have gone by. Puppy, baby, celebrated 2 years of marriage. Crazy. Yeah, we're still in the
Casey's
same
is
house we were though, but and
yeah,
now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I
yeah.
no longer teaching. I decided to stay at home with Charlie and raise her. And yeah, life is fun. Life is crazy. But yeah, that's kind of like fast-paced summary of where I'm at. So
Yeah.
Charles, where we left off, where were you? Where were you like when we
Oh,
last podcast and tell us where you're at right now?
obviously, if you follow me, you obviously are like caught up on my life. But if
Yeah.
you are new here, you're actually gonna freak. You're
Yeah.
gonna just be like, there's no way that actually happened. But I was living at my parents' house, literally living out of a suitcase, going from friend's house, like
Literally.
just like
My house.
kind of
Yeah.
figuring it out as I went.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watched my last video, I was like, "Ugh, I really want to move to Nashville, but just didn't happen."
Yes. Oh my
And
gosh.
I think right after that, I must
Yeah.
have applied
Yes.
and I got the job within like 2 months. They're like, okay, like we need you to move here. Like,
Yeah.
what? Picked up my whole life,
That's crazy.
everything. Like, I just got into a serious relationship and I was like, see ya. Like,
Yeah.
we got this.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. So I moved to Nashville it just hit 2 years, a little over 2 years now, of being
Yeah.
in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's been the absolute best decision I ever made. I've
Yeah.
never felt more struggles in my life, but also more like I feel so like a different person. I'm so more
Yeah.
independent. I'm
Definitely.
not dependent on people like I used to be, being the baby of the family. And just holy cow, I
Yeah.
recently also just bought a house that I'm in right now. Like unreal. I
So
just can't believe how
fun.
beautiful it is. Brand new
It's
build. Like,
so beautiful.
are
All
you
by
kidding me? I'm
yourself.
super
Like
pumped.
all by herself. Like
Yeah.
me and Dylan have a house, but that was with two people, two incomes, two everything. This is like all on your own, independent. Like that is insane. Good
Thank you.
insane, but like
Yeah.
insane. It's like how just so amazing. So amazing.
And
Like, yeah. Yeah.
and I got
And
engaged.
engaged, you guys. What a
So
whirlwind. 2 years. Like 2 years. Like
no,
if you asked us where would we be in 2 years when
it
we
wouldn't be
did
where we are
episode
now.
two, I don't think we would have been like, oh, this will be my life. Yeah.
I'm also a brunette. Like, excuse me.
Yes.
Like, I went to the dark side, you guys. I just don't even know, but I am just like happy for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely happy for it.
Yeah.
25, thriving, doing all the things. And me and my
Yes.
fiance are planning a wedding now. Casey's you know, our wedding planner over here
Yes.
since she's
Doing
been
what I
through
can.
it. And it's just
Yeah.
been so fun.
Yeah.
Like really, really so fun. Me and my fiance, as everyone knows, if you follow me, if you don't, we've been doing distance. So he's back in California. I'm still
Mhm.
obviously here in Nashville. Our wedding will be in California,
Mhm.
but he will move here a couple months before the big day. So
Yeah.
I
Oh
just
my
can't wait for the day to
gosh.
be like, no, my thing, what's really crazy is they're like, oh, like when, like it used to be like questions a year ago, like, oh, like how long, like until, because at the time he was my boyfriend, like how long
Yeah.
till he moves here? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I have no idea, probably like 2 years from now. And the fact that we are in months, like there's
Yeah.
no more
It's
years.
less than a year, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's probably such a good feeling knowing that like you get to have your person with you
Yeah.
every day and not be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be,
Yeah.
I'll
Instead of a
FaceTime
phone call.
him. I'll
Yeah.
yeah. I know he's available this time. We'll talk then, kind of thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it'll definitely be nice for that transition for sure. I'm excited for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That's so
I'm excited for that. And I think of another big one, which is obvious because this is a sister's podcast. But yes,
yeah.
I'm an auntie now.
Yes, I
So I'm
know.
literally an auntie too. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
just so fun, you guys. Our life has been, yeah, our lives just have been going full speed, I feel like, and we've been navigating, like Chelsey said earlier, like just definitely ups and downs and like,
Yeah.
trying to figure out our transition. My pregnancy was rough, figuring
Yeah.
out who I am without a career and like just being a mom, which is like still amazing. Like,
Yeah.
being a mom is just a whole new life perspective and everything.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I just feel like we both have been becoming into our own and like taking on the next stages of our life with grace and
Yeah.
just figuring that out. So, yeah. So,
No, exactly.
yeah.
Going into like your pregnancy. So that,
Yes.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I remember vividly the moment when it was like during May when you told us,
Yeah, it
correct?
was like it was like the first
Because
day
we
of
went
June.
to
I think we went to
Disneyland
Disneyland.
and it was like the whole like
Yes.
big old thing. But I
Yes.
think we started to kind of figure it out probably during like Mother's Day, so which is
Yes,
May.
which was May, which is like
And again,
I
you guys,
just found out. Yeah.
yeah, and I was actually home.
Yeah.
And I think you weren't like for sure, like there was you wanted a whole like scenario of
I
like,
want,
okay,
yes. I
to tell them
think
in a certain way. And I was home then, like
yes.
you could have, but
Yeah.
you're like, no, we had
Yeah. I think we
Disneyland
weren't
planned.
ready because we also were wrapping our brains around. Yeah, so let me just like backtrack. I'll get backtrack a little bit right here. Okay, so
Yeah.
um that would be November 2022. Dylan and I started trying for a baby. Okay. So we were trying. And fast forward to April 2023, we go to Nashville when to go
For my
visit Chelsea
birthday.
for her birthday, to go visit Chelsea. Me and Dylan, her fiance now, but boyfriend at the time, Ryan, we all go down. Me and Dylan were trying for like, that's like a 6 month period. still not pregnant. And I'm like, gosh.
But she was sick, you guys, the whole trip.
Yes. So
But
I
sick
was,
like
I like,
a
there was a couple
cold.
days I wasn't drinking because I was like, I'm just not feeling well. Remember, I like
Yeah.
kept getting medicine balls from Starbucks. Like, I'm like, gosh, I don't feel well. I don't
Yes.
feel well. But like powering through, uh, yeah, gosh. And I'm like, gosh, I just don't
Crazy.
feel well. And then I get home from Nashville. I go to the doctors. I kind of talk to her, like, we've been trying for 6 months. What should I do? And she's like, when you get hit to that year point is when we'll talk about, next steps to help you get pregnant. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah, so I go to that appointment. Everything looks good down there. And she's like, just keep doing what you're doing.
So like
Uh,
when you got sick, do you think that was like you were pregnant, but it wasn't showing because it was too
I
early?
probably just got pregnant. Like,
And
that's
like it
like
just didn't
April
show.
2023. Like,
Yeah.
some point in there, I got pregnant. I could have gotten pregnant maybe a couple days before Nashville, could have gotten pregnant after, or who knows? We don't know. But
No, we really don't know.
we really don't know. Uh, it's always so funny when people are like, yeah, we started trying, and like in your head, you're like,
And you're thinking, you're like, wait, you were trying. Okay, so
but
you were
like, then
trying.
you're like, when you talk to people about that, I feel like it's kind of awkward. You're like, yeah, I'm trying for a
No,
baby,
it
and
is
everyone
weird when you
knows
think about
how
it.
you try to make a baby. So it's always so funny to me. I'm like, yeah.
No,
So,
it is weird.
anyways,
Especially for like people who like, I don't know. I feel like weird to like even be like, oh my God, my sister's trying. Like when I would tell people, I'm like, wait,
yes, they're like,
like
oh,
obviously it's
she's
like a
trying, like it's
normal,
so normal. But then if you're like,
yeah.
yeah, I just had like that's not normal to say, but saying you're trying for a baby is normal. And it's like basically the like, yeah. Anyways, the PG version of
Life.
saying you're doing some
Yeah.
dirty deed too. Yeah. Anyways, probably gonna cut that part out. Okay. So,
We can cut
anyways,
it.
um,
Cut it.
April
Cut it.
2023, not feeling the best. And then May, my birthday hits, my 1 year anniversary wedding. We're all here
Yeah.
at my house having a barbecue. I kind of was
Hmm.
like, I'm supposed to start my period. Missed my period. And I didn't take a test, and I take a test and take a test again. I'm like sick again, like not feeling well. Just
She was like
kept
not
not
sick
feeling
for a
well.
while.
Yeah. And so um took a test after my birthday, after the party and everything, and it was positive. And I'm jumping for joy. My husband is looking at me
Uh,
like
No, this
shocked.
video,
Shocked,
like there's
okay?
no way they could have
Yeah.
like gotten pregnant, but like there's plenty of scenarios.
Yeah, like he acted like we weren't actively trying for 6 months. And so I'm like, why are you so shocked that I am pregnant? So
And
yes,
you're
and
like,
my husband, so excited, loves our daughter, is like so over the moon, but change is hard for him. Change
yeah.
is so scary for him. Everything that we have in our life is me being pushy and me being like, we need to buy a house. We need to get married. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do this. We need to do that. I'm very pushy, and he loves living in the moment and going with the flow, and whatever life is handing him that day, he loves. And he's like, that's great. But
But
Eddie's
that's
like,
good balance because you need
yes,
that
because
push.
I am so listless. And he's
Yeah.
like, life is good. Life is good.
We're
And so,
hanging.
yeah, so he was shocked, which is so funny. Um, he definitely couldn't show his emotion of excitement, I don't think, until like I was maybe 2 months pregnant. He just
But he's also a processor.
yes, he
Like he has
processes
to
everything.
process.
Like, we bought our house, owned it, and he's like, and we're moving in. And that night that we spent our first night in our house, he's like, I'm so happy we have our house. Like, it's so crazy. This is ours. I'm like, you're just now processing. We have been through the process of like, we already got the house, like all this stuff. And it
Literally.
just takes him a while. So, um, that was like different. Not that I was going through it alone, but knowing that he is going to deal with it in his own way, and I'm going to be super excited. Um, by my 5 weeks mark, I was nauseous, throwing up, constantly sick. I lost 15 pounds in the first trimester. I lost like seven, I think it was 7, 8 pounds in one weekend. at one
Couldn't keep
point.
anything
I was
down.
throwing up so much. It was hard. I definitely struggled, I think mentally and physically being pregnant. It just like wasn't for me. I didn't love it. I loved my baby so much and I was like, gosh, I would do anything for this baby, but holy moly, I am miserable. Teaching first grade and throwing up like that, it's not for the weak, okay? Let me tell you.
No, it does not
Um,
sound
but yeah, it
fun.
was by the time I got to second trimester, I hit 20 weeks. Finally, when I hit 20 weeks, like mid second trimester, I felt good for about 10 weeks and then 30 weeks pregnant. I was tired again, not feeling well. And yeah, and my due date was January 16th and I had Charlie January 2nd. Everyone told
Yeah.
me, "Oh, you're probably going to be late." And I was telling Chelsey, so this is where the crazy
Yeah.
part is. I was telling Chelsey like, "No, I think I'm going to have her early. Like I know I'm going to have
I
her
kept
early."
hearing that.
And Chelsea's like, okay, okay, like telling her work, like trying to figure it out so she could
Oh,
be
that was hard. Yeah.
here. And
And even
everyone,
my
yeah,
manager at the time was like, "No, honey, it's her first. Like she's gonna have her late. Like you're not gonna need
yeah.
to go that early." And I'm
And I
like,
just knew, I'm like, no. I like, no, she's ready. I'm ready. She's coming early. And sure enough, she came early New Year's Eve night. I was having contractions all night. Once they got spaced out to like 5 to 6 minutes, we went to the hospital. Sure enough, they're like, "Oh wait, you need a couple more dilated." And yeah. Anyways, it was a great birth. Um,
yeah, I feel
it was
like
the
the
best.
the day up to you were chilling.
Yeah, I
And
pushed for like 36 minutes. That was it. And she was
yeah.
there. Oh my God, it was great. Dylan was amazing. He sobbed like a baby. It was great.
It's
And
so
yeah,
cute.
and now since
So
then, she's been our world. Yeah.
yeah, I know. It's literally Charlie's their whole world is Charlie
Yeah.
and it's the
Yeah.
best. But that's just like what happens when you become a mom.
Yeah.
And like going back to that was kind of Casey's like story, pregnancy, all the things. She we planned a sister's trip to Disneyland
Oh my
and
gosh, I totally forgot. That was
that's
the whole point of me telling
that
you.
was no, you're good. But what I was saying is like it's
Yes.
crazy that she with how her pregnancy was and very nauseous and just like feeling sick all the time, she still wanted to go to Disneyland. Was a trooper.
Yes.
Like I'm not even kidding you guys. We were when we found out. She told us like on our way there like because she was so
Yes.
sick that
We
she's
road
like they're going to
tripped.
find
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
And obviously I flew into
Because
because
you
I
were
was
coming
here
from
so I had to
Nashville,
fly.
so you already flew to California, like Southern
Yeah.
California. Yeah, and our
Yeah.
other sisters and me were driving down. And I was in the hospital that Tuesday before. So we left on a Friday to go to Disneyland. That
Yeah.
Tuesday, I was in the hospital getting
Oh
IVs and
yeah.
everything because I was so sick. Like that was the weekend before I lost 7 to 8 pounds from throwing up so much. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this trip, but I really wanted to tell my sisters in a fun way. It's the first like baby in our family. Um,
Yeah.
and I wanted to tell you guys in a really fun way. My whole idea was being in front of the castle, we're taking a group photo, and then I whip out a onesie that's like, I'm pregnant. Or
Yeah,
like,
but it didn't happen that way. But I
did
think,
not. I puked on my way driving to meet up my other sisters. I had to pull over and puke. I puked like 5 times. And then I get there. Mom quickly comes to me because my parents already knew, grabs my throw up bag that I puked in. And then we FaceTime Chelsea
yeah, I
and
think
we
I
got
I think I
something
was
to
like,
tell.
I knew it, like or
Yeah.
something.
I was like, the reason I wanted to do this sister's Disney trip is because I wanted to tell you guys something. And then I was like, I'm
What a
pregnant. Yeah.
yeah, what a trooper you were because
Yeah.
you guys know like Disneyland is not for the weak in
No.
general and it was pretty hot. Like actually it was good weather. It was like 75
Yeah. We got
and
good
we're
weather.
walking all day every day in line. She was like had her like
Throw
throw
it
up
back.
bag and people
Yeah.
we would like tell people she's pregnant, she's not
I'm not
sick.
sick. Yeah. Cause
Like
I'm like, people
there's a
are probably
difference.
like, why is this girl like
Why is this girl at
only
Disneyland?
here?
You're sick.
Yeah. If you're sick. Like, yeah. And so, yeah,
It
it
was
was
funny.
fun. We did a
It was
15-hour
so
hour Disney
fun.
day. We did like morning to close or yeah 8 a.m. when they
Morning.
open to like
Yeah.
midnight closing. We did a full
Yeah.
day, so that what yeah, that was definitely tough. The next day didn't last as long. We all slept in because we're like, hey, we need some sleep. I was like, I'm exhausted, but
Yeah.
we had a blast. It was so much fun. I'm so glad we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, And
Good
yeah,
old
it
times.
was
I'll
great.
never forget that.
Such
Like,
a fun
what a
trip.
dream.
Yeah. And
Yeah. And
now
just for
I
us to do
take
it as
Charlie to
adults.
Disney all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, because you can kind of go into that too, but now that we like all went to, I feel like we all went have gone to Disney like separate times and when we were younger. So the
Yes.
fact that we were able to do it as like adults before you had a baby, because
Yes. It
life
was
gets
so
crazy
fun. Yeah.
when you have kids, is what they say. So
Yeah.
we were able to kind of have that like sister moment before all the crazy.
Definitely. So wrapping up, yes, my life has been a drastic change. I am now a mom, which I
I
can
can hear
hear. So
her.
Charlie girl getting ready.
She's
Oh,
so cute.
she's playing in her playpen and I can see her. She's been having a heyday, but she may need to sit in my lap and hang out while we listen to Auntie talk about
Oh, baby
hers.
girl, bring her
Yeah,
in.
you already get to listen to meet her first
I
podcast.
pretty
But yeah,
excited, you guys.
yeah, she's so cute. Okay, well, I'll go grab her, but we're gonna hop into Chelsea's life and kind of have her tell us everything into a deeper dive. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna
Okay.
go grab her.
I love it. Oh, there you guys. Ah! I can't with her drop. She's so cute.
Okay, guys, this is Charlie Lynn. Will you
Char
like say?
Char. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
wait for the day when we can actually interview her and she can kind of talk.
Mama, say something. Nope. Mama,
Mama?
Mama.
She just wants to eat everything at
She's
this
like,
moment.
yeah, she's at the stage where everything goes in your mouth. She's crawling everywhere. She is
Big crawler.
just don't mind her outfit. We usually do outfit of the days, but right now she's in some friends' clothing because she needed a new outfit and I didn't have one. So this is her. Yep. All
Oh my
right.
gosh, I
So
can't.
let's
She's so
hear you,
cute.
Chels.
So, going back to the time when Charlie was born, I recently got a promotion at my job. So, the timing couldn't have been so good. Again, still at the same company, just a promotion. So if you guys don't know, I'm in sales. I work for Oracle NetSuite. And again, the timing of me being able to go home was too perfect. I was in training for a month. So it gave me time to, I can do those trainings at home, and then come back for the in-person trainings once she was born. But yeah, so I've been super blessed and thankful for that opportunity. Excuse me,
Yeah,
for
we're
that
so grateful
opportunity.
you were there.
Yeah, I was just like so happy. I was like, I'm not gonna miss this moment. And with this promotion, there was, more flexibility with like working remote when needed. So again, super thankful for that. And yeah, so been going since, and still with the
Love
same
it.
company, same job.
Woo-woo.
But yeah, it's been one thing that truly has been like a little bit difficult, not to be like, all I'm super blessed,
Blessed,
but
grateful
it's been
always.
grateful always, but it's been difficult with the whole like I want to see Charlie grow up. I want to be there for all the big moments. And I've been traveling home a lot, and it can be frowned upon at a lot of jobs, and you get those flexibilities in the beginning, and even when you're doing well, like it can be a little, they can be skeptical about it. And so I'm struggling with that a lot. I just want to be able to do well at my job, which I am, but also like have a life and be able
Yeah.
to experience moments that I'm never going to experience again.
Yeah.
And so
You don't
it's
get
been
time
good though.
back.
I think I've figured it out, and I try to go home as much as I can, and hoping, they're coming in April, which is gonna be so
Yes, we're
fun.
coming for
Charlie,
Easter.
mom was telling me they're coming too, so it's gonna be fun.
Woo! Well, you have to say,
So literally gotta,
are you
uh,
pumped for Nashville for Easter? Okay.
yes, that means yes.
Okay.
The grip,
The slobber?
the grip
Yum.
and the slobber. Look at her go, big crawler. Um, but yeah, no, it's been good. Life's been good. Treating me well, slowly but surely
Yeah.
getting this wedding planning going. Again, my place
Yes,
is
let's
like,
talk about your engagement. Yes.
oh
Okay,
my
wait.
gosh.
Maybe let's dive in from move-in day,
Okay.
vacation, engagement. Go.
Okay, so I bought my house kind of end of May this year.
Mhm.
So Ryan was like, okay, I'll plan to fly out and help you move, which was so nice because I think my whole family was trying to help and it was just an exciting time. So
Yeah.
everyone wanted to be involved.
Yes.
But Ryan came and we spent the whole week together and he was absolutely a saint. Like he moved, we both did, but
Yeah.
he just moved everything from my apartment to my, new house. And it was a lot. Like it was storming, it was hot, it was humid. Like we probably had the worst weather conditions, but we truly did make it so memorable. And I think
Yeah.
he was just so proud of me again, like knowing that I've worked so hard for this moment. And he's super grateful because, he gets to have the privilege too of living in this house once we're married. And so
Yeah.
he's just like definitely been, it was great. We had a good time. So we moved in,
Yeah.
got everything pretty much, settled, all the things he got built my closet, like everything we needed to get done for me to feel safe to be in a new house by myself, we did, which was
Yes.
so, so, so nice. Colorado. So his family invited me probably a month prior, maybe a month and a half prior, on their family vacation to Colorado. So his family goes to different baseball stadiums every year. So this year was
Yes, yes.
Colorado. And so I was super stoked because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a step into like, like I'm like
Family.
part of their family. And so
Yes.
it's really cool. So I had this mindset and was getting hints, but like I had this mindset that I was getting proposed to in Colorado because like think about how beautiful Colorado is. So I was like, it has to be. But then I was like, my family's not here. And I know Ryan knows that I want my family here. So I was like, okay, not that. And then,
Well, no, not that.
well,
Okay,
no, I
this girl
didn't.
was full blown convinced, you guys. I'm
I
getting
actually
texts this whole vacation she's on.
I got him
Am
like
I
two
getting
cute
engaged
outfits.
tonight? I don't think I love the outfit I'm in if I'm getting engaged tonight.
Oh
So don't let her
yeah.
fool you that she was like, oh, I know I'm not going to get engaged. Like, kind of thought, but no, this girl's like, so am I? Well, don't tell
No.
me,
Well,
but
don't tell
like,
me, but tell me if my outfit's cute or not, kind of thing.
yes, you guys.
Because
And
I didn't love my outfit the night that I thought because Ryan was wearing one of the outfits I got him, like nice outfits. So I was like, wait, is he gonna do it tonight?
he looks very good. So is he going to propose?
Yeah, that is so true. I also was getting gaslighted by my friends from Nashville who knew. This
Yes.
whole time, so I kept having like, I was like, no, like something's up, something's up. But anyway, so we're in Colorado for a week and it was so much fun. I had so much
Yes.
fun, like kind of spending time with his parents and his brother that I just like never get besides like baseball stuff or like going
Yeah.
to dinner house. So it was
Well, yeah,
it was
like you're
actually really
doing
fun.
distance, but you're also kind of doing distance with his family, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. And
So
so
good
it was a
quality
lot of
time.
fun. We then, from Colorado, we fly to California and we fly back. And I'm like, hey, it could happen, but like Casey's in Montana. Like, I
Yes.
don't know if this is really going to even happen this time, which I was really bummed out because I thought it was going to happen. I was like 50-50 the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
it's either happens or I'm like, am I oblivious? But anyways, Ryan takes us on a weekend getaway and it was really sweet. So we did something very different. We like drove up to this highest mountain in San Jose area.
Yes.
And so the first night we like watched stars and it was really cool. It was different. It was windy. It was beautiful. I mean, literally I
You guys
felt
went
like
to
I was
an
in the heavens.
observatory, right?
Yeah, I felt like I was
Yeah.
in the heavens. We were in love. It was really cool. Besides the windy roads, I was nauseous the whole time. And I'm like, this is probably what Casey feels like her whole pregnancy. It was awful. Oh my gosh,
Definitely.
awful.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. So we drive back. Ryan gets us, a hotel in San Jose area. And the next day, we kind of already knew that we were doing a winery because he asked me and was like, hey, like, would you rather go like gambling or winery? Like, obviously, I was going to pick winery.
You're like,
Like, me
throw
and
my
him have
money
gone
away?
like,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I was like, no. So that day we like woke up, had Starbucks in the hotel, and then we just like sat outside, ate our breakfast or donuts, and then our coffee.
Yum,
Then we like
donut.
started getting ready for the day, and we were going to lunch downtown San Jose, Santa Rosa, or something like that. Forget what it's
San
called.
Jose, I think you guys were.
Yeah, but
Um,
Santa Ana Row is where we were like
yes,
walking.
where you guys went to lunch, right?
Yeah, and that was like a lot of fun, and it was like funny because he was like barely eating, but I also ordered like we were at this like fancier lunch place, and sometimes I swear fancier foods are disgusting.
Yes.
That
Like you
happened
don't know
to
what to
us.
order. You're like, what is
Yeah.
that? I don't even
And
know
so
if I
all I
like
was eating
that.
was truffle fries, and I basically ate the whole thing by myself. And Ryan's like, "Do you want a meal?" And I was like, "No, because I won't finish it." And he like wasn't hungry. Little did I know he's all nervous.
Yeah.
Also, that morning, I'm always waking up way before him. That morning, he was like staring at me and was awake. Probably because he was so
Nerves.
nervous
He
and
could
like,
not sleep.
no, he couldn't. And then anyway, so we're like shopping around and it was like time to
The
go driving
truffle
to the
outside.
winery. And at this point, I'm like just doing my thing. I'm singing. I'm being all crazy in the passenger princess seat. Like I'm just having time of my life. And
Like we're
Ryan's
on the
like
way to a
all serious.
winery.
Yeah, Ryan's like all serious and like looking at me like smiling, but like probably
You're
so
like,
nervous.
you good,
So
bro?
we start pulling up and he parks like in front of this house, which is like the winery house. And I'm like, I don't think we can park here. Of course, me being controlling. I'm like, I don't think we can park here. And he's like,
Is it the
no, I called. They told us to park here. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. VIP, like whatever. So we park, like famous. Okay.
Are they getting
So
my
we,
door?
yeah. So we park, right? And I like grab my purse and he like walks over to the side of me. I'm like, why is he walking over here? Like, I guess that's normal. Like, you hold hands, you walk someplace.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, leave your bag in the car though. And I was like, wait. And like in that moment, I was like, what? And then right when he shuts the door and we put my bag inside, music,
Hmm.
songs. And I look
What
at him and I was like,
song? What song?
still the one. He's still the one I run to. The only
Yep.
one. You
Credits.
know the
I'm
song.
gonna take credits. Chelsey sent me that like a year ago or maybe like 7 months ago. And was like, this would be like really cute for a proposal. So you
Yes,
did,
because in
and
yeah, and you
I did.
literally went off. And the thing is, when I knew is because he was like, I think he said something again. I was like freaking out the moment, but he's like, I got you, just trust me. And then we look, and then all I see is like the candles and the baby's breath leading up to
Yes.
what would you call that?
Gazebo?
Gazebo. And so
Gazebo.
that
No,
song truly
gazebo.
is,
G g
oh,
g
gazebo.
gazebo? Gazebo. Gazebo.
Gazebo? Gazebo.
Gazebo.
You guys
Gazebo.
can fact check us. I don't know. It's something like that.
What is it? Let us know.
And so that song really truly identifies like I feel like our relationship. Like
Yeah.
when we our basically whole relationship was long distance. We were
Mhm.
maybe dating for like 4 months officially. June 2nd's our date. He asked me to be his girlfriend. Then I moved like September, end of September. So we
But you
really
guys
like,
were super good friends before for like a couple years. So like you
yeah.
had a really good foundation of like trust and everything.
Yeah. And we were like filling things out for like over 6 months.
Yeah.
Like we were together, but we were telling people we weren't together. But we were
Yes.
also just figuring out morals and like what we both wanted in life and make sure
Yeah.
like they matched
And
and all
like,
the
do you
things.
want to ruin this great friendship we have that we are so
That
close?
was our
Or
that was like our main we were scared for
yeah,
that.
definitely.
Um, but so that song is just so good. It's like we were told by so many like this is never gonna work and blah 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 and
Yeah.
we're here today. So it was beautiful. So we're
Yeah.
like walking, I
Never
immediately
going to
like
work, not because they weren't a good couple, because of distance. Distance is
distance.
challenging. It
Like,
wasn't them as individuals. It was just like it's never gonna work because long distance
no,
doesn't.
everyone was like, you guys are
But
gonna get
people,
married. Like everyone knew we would end up together, but I feel like people
they
with
thought the
distance,
distance would be way more challenging than it was for you
yeah.
guys. Not
Don't
that you
get me
didn't have
wrong,
your
it was
challenges.
hard,
Yeah,
but it was like we built such a good foundation and we just built all the trust and the
yeah,
communication and everything so well. Obviously, we had our moments both sides, and now it's just like it's the norm.
yeah.
It's
It's
very much
just
the
very much
norm.
the norm. Okay,
Very
so
much
you're
the
out. You
norm.
see everything. You see the gazebo.
I see the baby's breath and the candles, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And he's like smiling, and I'm like bawling. Like, I remember him saying, like, your mouth was like frowning because you were like so happy, but like
Like
so emotionally, like, yeah, like
like
the ugly crying is like where I was immediately.
the
Then we
ugly
get to the
cry is the
altar.
worst, but the best.
Yes. Yeah. Because I think in that moment, he was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to propose to my person. She's also thrilled, like emotional, all the things. So it was really beautiful. And
Yeah.
when it was happening, I was like, is this real? Is this real? Like I really was like, I was so like, I couldn't believe it. Like I could believe it, but I was like, it felt
Yeah.
like a dream. Like
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
And he proposes, says his piece, and I like see our photographer like getting photos of us. She was hiding in the bushes, so
Yep.
I had no idea like our photographer was there, and she was getting our moment. She was congratulating us. She's like, "Okay, once you guys have your moment, just you two. I'm just gonna take some photos," and it was great. And then all of a sudden she goes, "So I'm gonna go grab. I have a surprise. Like I'm gonna go grab it really quick." And in my head, I'm like, "Oh, champagne. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. We're
You
at a
just got
winery.
engaged. You're at a winery. Of course.
Yeah,
Getting the champagne.
surprise. Okay, got it." She goes and grabs mine and Ryan's families, and I'm just like uncontrollably crying. Like
Yeah.
I was shocked that Casey was there because like
I'm
she was
like
at a
tearing up.
wedding the
Yeah.
night before.
I
It
was
was
in
just
a
like
completely other state, not just a wedding. I was in one of my best friend's
Mon
wedding in Montana.
yeah.
And that's like a two flight. It's not just like one way flight. It's like you got to take two flights. Yeah, I was up at 4 a.m. on a plane at 5:30 a.m.
It was absolutely insane. And I was just like so thankful that everyone like made it there and everyone was keeping the secret
Yes.
from me for months.
Yeah.
So that was super sweet. Got to like hug everyone in the family. Then all of a sudden there was another surprise, and it was mine and Ryan's friends. And all my
Yes.
friends, like friends from New Zealand. I have a friend from New Zealand. I have two friends from Arizona. My Nashville friends couldn't make it, but they knew
Yeah.
about it. And like, of course, I immediately want to call them friends, from college. I had every person that like made the effort. I truly was like, oh my gosh, like, and
Yeah.
they were just so ecstatic, and
So fun.
it was so sweet. I was in awe. I think I was ugly crying like the whole day, and I
Yeah.
was all jittery and like I couldn't get rid of it until like
Yeah.
I think when we got to my parents' house or our parents' house
Yeah. Later
after
that
to
night.
celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had the whole engagement party there right after, which was perfect because all
Yeah.
the people, that were around in that area were able to make it, which was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And my parents were there, so both sides of the families, and everyone contributed, and it was just so wonderful. And I'm just so happy that like Ryan cares so much about me and like our relationship and really just took charge in a situation that's can be very overwhelming. Like he's still in college, you guys, finishing baseball last year, and so I know it's a lot to pay for a wedding. And he took all the savings he had to help with the whole planning, the ring. And you guys, she's like gorgeous, like she's so perfect.
We love her. We
um
love the ring.
we love her. And by the way, like probably, oh, my AirPod, like 6 months ago, or 6 months prior to the engagement, we went on a date and he surprised me and we went and tried on rings. So I obviously knew it was like on its
Coming.
way.
Just
Yeah, I
didn't know
knew,
when. Hence the
had no
crazy
idea when.
text in Colorado, thinking he might do it
Yes.
when she moves into her house.
Yeah, like so many opportunities. I think it was just perfectly planned and everyone did such a great job. So thank you for everyone. It
Shout
was
out to
beautiful.
everyone.
And literally now it's like immediately planning the wedding. Literally while I was there, 2 days later, we went and looked at my dream venue,
Yes, it's gorgeous.
and we booked it, and it's booked, and things are coming along, and we're just so excited.
We're so
And
excited. It's gonna be so much fun.
yeah, and we're doing a joint bachelor and bachelorette party, you guys.
Yes.
Ah,
Woo! That'll be so fun. I'm excited to do
yeah.
a podcast like leading up to that. And then like,
Yes,
dude,
we'll
we
get
could
more
maybe
into
get
details
everyone there.
to hop on because
Hop on.
I do have, and we can like do interviews instead because I bought these like to go little microphone, you guys, so I
So
can put
fun.
them on people and just like interview people, and they have like 5 minutes to interview or something, and we could talk
Yeah,
about something
right?
fun,
So
each
fun.
person.
It'll be a
It'd be so
blast.
fun.
We're excited.
We'll talk more about that later. That's a little teaser, but that's like the update of both of our lives, I feel.
Yeah. I feel like this is like a great introduction for like kind of
People
what
who
to
haven't,
come. Like
yeah,
obviously very much the norm, which like I feel like our title is just saying like life isn't always normal. Like by saying Barry, that's our last name. Well,
yeah,
I'm married now, so not my last name. But like,
I
okay,
know.
we're doing a podcast with my baby. Like we're just being authentically ourselves and
Yeah,
just saying like the normal is whatever you're
you
doing in your
perceive it
life
to
and
be.
want it to be. Like normal isn't normal for everyone, but this is our normal and we love it and we wouldn't have it any other way. We're not picture perfect and we can't even have a full hour to do a podcast, but we wouldn't have it any other way, huh, Charlie Lynn? What do you want to
No
say?
way, Jose. Oh, good night. Good night. No, exactly. And we just appreciate everybody who, is willing to listen and just listen to us yip and yap
Yep, and
because
yeah,
that's
girl.
literally what we're doing.
We
And
do
it's
this
so
over
fun.
FaceTime anyways every day, so we're like, let's bring it
Why
back.
not? Why not do
Podcast
it?
this.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, so just look out for more podcasts to come. We're gonna figure out kind of when we're gonna be posting, if it's like weekly, every other week. But we just want to update on big things happening in our lives. So again, we had to catch up from 2 years. So
Yeah.
again, a lot has changed. So a lot of the wedding planning stuff
Yeah.
for me, talking about that, talking about Casey's experience with Charlie and her
Yeah.
husband. We'll get more like in the
In
grit of
depth.
things
This is
and like
like Blake
talk about,
eating.
yeah, we'll talk about more like personal stuff too, like, struggles, good stuff, bad stuff, all the things. But we wanted to keep this
Just
pretty light and exciting
yeah,
because we
just a
thought
good light intro video, just so you guys can get hyped to. Oh, she's not having it. She's not having it. Charlie
she's
Lynn,
not having it.
what you want to
I think
say?
it's time to,
Show them your
is it
clap.
time to log off?
Yay! Yay! We're done.
Yeah.
Ah, ready? La 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 la. Charlie's turn.
Oh, oh, you're so cute,
Okay,
baby. We
bye.
love you. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for watching episode 3. We are so
Woo!
excited.
So
And
excited.
we cannot wait for episode 4 and see
You can't
what's
wait.
come.
You can't wait.
We
Say
can't wait.
bye.
Bye,
Say
you guys.
bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Very
for
much the
watching.
norm. We love
Woo!
you.
Yay!
Bye.